Good evening. Welcome back to another episode of Client Diaries from Spaces by MTC. We are here with one of the best projects that we have delivered in Hyderabad. This project is a high budget project. Congratulations to Mohit and Huma. So I just want to ask you a couple of questions. What do you think of the overall project?
I would say it was a magical experience. I did not think that it would be this easy and this difficult as well. Easier part was, just relying on you for the execution and me not doing anything in that. The most difficult part is where I had to select every single, nitty gritty that you showed with thousands of options. So that made my mind go crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Huma? You are from the creative field, so you must be knowing a lot more.
The moment we saw your experience center, and then is when we decided that in case ever we buy a house and we want to get the interiors done, it is Spaces by MTC, because we have that confidence. Whatever vision we come up with, we know that your company would be able to deliver that. Starting with first meeting of what we need in the house to right now, it has been an amazing journey. Couldn't thank enough for bringing this to life.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much. In terms of a project as complicated as this, we had multiple elements involved in it. But this level of detail in terms of your experience, how close were we to basically delivering what was initially discussed and promised versus what is right now?
End of the day, when the final 3Ds were set, I showed it to a few friends and they're like, this is AI, this will not happen. And this is way too good to be true in real life, because we kept in all our Instagram, Pinterest, all the best house creation ideas into one PDF. And then it was like, no, this cannot happen. This is not possible. But we thought, let's go ahead because you guys were so confident. We never thought it would come out like 100% as the renders. I think it came out 110% as the renders.
Put our renders and our real images like side by side, and that speaks for itself. In the construction phase, we had no hopes, obviously, but once it came all to life, we are like, it's exactly like we've imagined. It speaks the amount of work and hard work you guys have put into, so thank you again.
Thank you so much for the kind words. In terms of a personal connect, what is your favorite part of the house and what is your favorite part of the house where you feel like, I personally connect with and relate to?
I really love our office area because that's like a different vibe altogether, and majority of the time that both of us spend is doing that work, so that gives a lot of zen. Again, in your experience center, we saw that wall and we were like very inspired to have that element.
What about you?
The entire house turned out to be 10 out of 10. I really liked the L-shaped hall. There's no obstruction to it. Place where the dining is arranged, where we have 2 living rooms. The ceiling especially. The most important, there were no fans like how you guys had suggested in the beginning, and it gives a very plain and a very long view.
Were we able to successfully optimize well on your space planning? And in terms of your furniture also, I've seen that both of you have put in a lot of effort. So were they able to answer your questions? Were they able to clear your doubts?
Yes, absolutely. Like whenever we had a question, they were always on a speed dial, and we used to ask them, how much is the size, how many inches can we go ahead with. They've helped us a lot in this entire journey, because we used to call them like, maybe, I'm really sorry about that, but 11 in the night as well, to ask them like what is the update, and they used to always answer with a smile and not be like, what is this.
There was a lot of to and fro discussions that we did have with the both of you. How was my team, receptive towards those kind of situations?
One thing that I realize is you make your house once in your life, and if you're lucky it gets twice or thrice. I felt that they did not take it as a project, but they took it as their own, because randomly when I used to call your team members, will this thing fit in this particular XYZ feet? He literally remembered it by heart. It's not like, he had to open a CAD file or something and then tell, no, this does not meet your requirement or something. So that is something that I really liked. I had like 5-6 people working for different departments. Even if one was not available, we were not stuck, or there was no dead end at any particular time. Supporting your customer and not just ghosting them is very important, and that we have got from you. So we were happy for that.
Thank you so much, both of you, for your kind words. I know that you have actually given us another project also. Really thankful for that. So that speaks volumes in terms of the experience that you have. How would you recommend us on a scale of 1 to 10? You can go first.
Yeah, I think if there's a scaling, I would obviously give an indefinite rating, because I really love how everything has turned out. We know that we are very very difficult clients to satisfy. So I would say that anybody who has any sorts of a question, please just go for it. They're an amazing team and you will love working with them.
Thank you so much, Huma. What about you, Mohit?
So yeah, one thing she's right about is we're very difficult customers. It's not that, we get very happy very quick or, we just get satisfied with anything. Why I would rate you guys as a 10 is you guys never told no to anything. But you gave me the best which could be possible. I still remember for my bedroom, like it was the most difficult task to get the CNC done. It took, I think, 3 weeks just to get the CNC done. But then not even once your team told no. They just told it'll take a lot of time, it'll take a lot of energy, a lot of patience, a lot of money. But we will do it. That is what I was very happy. And you have done it, end of the day. So yeah.
Alright, thank you so much, Huma and Mohit, for your kind words. It's been great. So guys, I think you've heard it from the client's own words as to how their experience was. I'll see you soon in our next episode of Client Diaries.